try to ascertain is whether or not, if the dog is off-leash, whether there was any precipitant for her dog to attack your dog. You want to tell me what happened?
Yes. We were walking our dogs, and out of the blue, her pit bull ran up to Boo Boo and attacked him from the neck. And it looked like something out of a nature channel where he was viciously, trying to break his neck by, swiveling him left and right.
So your dog is actually in the jaws of her dog?
Yes. And as you can see, he's a small dog, and you can imagine how big of a pit bull it is.
Your dog weighs about 50 pounds?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, so while that was happening, my wife tried to get the pit bull off of Boo Boo. And when she did that, her hand got cut in the choker collar. So to me, that indicates if you're going to have a dog and you have a choker collar, that means that your dog is aggressive. The only way that we could actually save his life, and he was literally bleeding out of his eye socket. And, as much as she says that I overplayed it, I had to jump on the pit bull.
This happened on what date?
This happened on, I believe it was May 29th.
You have the vet bills?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see them.
Sure. I also have some pictures of, the rules that are entailed when you walk into the park. One of them saying that you cannot come in with an aggressive dog.
But we don't know that the dog is aggressive. We know from the actions.
Well, if you have a choker collar on the dog...
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You do know, Miss Carrot, that there are some places that don't allow pit bulls.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know if there are any places that don't allow any other breed of dogs?
No, Your Honor.
Only pit bulls?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know why that is?
Pit bulls tend to be more aggressive, Your Honor.
Yes. So you know that about the breed of dog?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm getting honest answers from her. I can't even yell at her, which is a good idea today because I have a very bad throat. So what I'm saying to you, Miss Carrot, is I think that there are 128 or something like that varieties of dogs that one can get. You chose to get a dog that was knowingly had aggressive tendencies.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you choose to do that, then you're responsible for any injury that dog causes.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is not hard. So how long have you had the dog?
Almost 3 years, Your Honor.
This incident happened in May. Anything since?
Nope, first time.
Now, your vet bills were $538.26.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Now I'd like you to tell me about your injury.
Sure. So in the attempt of trying to save, my baby, because that's really what dogs become to you when you become part of your family, I jumped on the dog after my wife tried to get him off Boo Boo and tried to choke him out of it. Didn't work. I didn't see the defendant try to do anything. And finally, in the last resort, I put my hands into the jaws of the pit bull and somehow I was able to pry him loose. And at that moment, my wife, who was screaming hysterically, which she never does, I've never seen her behave that way, was able to grab Boo Boo, bleeding all over his neck and, barely living. My injury, actually, I got the injury, and I noticed that afterwards on my wrist, it was in the attempt of saving him.
Okay, so you had a scratch.
Yes.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.